let's see. Let me pull it up. The Last of Us 2 multiplayer. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, shout out to Harvest Moon with the sub. Naughty Dog reportedly lays off at least 25 with The Last of Us multiplayer game being on ice, or thin ice pretty much. Kotaku is reporting that Naughty Dog, the PlayStation first-person studio behind The Last of Us and Uncharted franchises, has laid off at least 25 developers, cutting their contracts short. The layoffs reportedly began last week, according to two of Kotaku's sources in various departments, from art to production, were hit. The majority of these layoffs were in Naughty Dog's quality assurance testing department. That's not a good thing. That means the next game they have come out could be buggy. That's like the last team you want to lay off, the people who test your game. The 25 contract developers laid off were part of a downsizing at the studio, but the Kotaku reports that the full-time staff do not appear to be affected. The publication sources say severance is not being offered to those laid off and those affected, which means for those of you who have never had a job, which is probably about half of y'all in the chat, they will not be getting like a little parachute, a little bit of money. Basically, they just let them go for the free, which is crazy. What does it say? Publication sources say severance is not being offered and laid off. Are being pressured to keep the news quiet. Damn, so they not only did they get laid off, they didn't get a severance package, and they're being pressured to be quiet. You really lived long enough to become the villain, bro. This y'all hero? They should have just made Jack 4. You wouldn't have had to lay anybody off if they just made Jack 4. Stop making fucking Indiana Jones Jr. and The Last of Us TV show. Kotaku says the contracts for those affected won't be officially cut until the end of October, and those thank God they have time to find another job. And those hit are expected to work through the month. Game Informer has reached out to PlayStation to ask for a comment or a statement. Within Kotaku's report, the publication says that one of its sources says Naughty Dog's in development Last of Us multiplayer game is not completely canceled, but it's basically on thin ice at this point. This follows news from earlier this year where Naughty Dog said the game needs more time and that our team will continue to work on the project as well as other games in development, including a brand new single-player experience. A few weeks after that statement from the studio, Bloomberg reported that the team working on the game was scaled back after a recent evaluation. The publication wrote that Sony asked Destiny 2 developer Bungie, which is now owned after a $3.6 billion acquisition in January of last year, to assess The Last of Us multiplayer game's development. I forgot they did that. Basically, they brought in Bungie to be like, yo, can you help us with the multiplayer? Bungie reportedly questioned its long-term viability. They said that shit sucks, which led to Naughty Dog reassessing the game, scaling back the team, and moving developers to other projects. Damn, Bungie instilled fear in Naughty Dog. That's crazy. I don't know why they don't just make a new IP. It truly makes no. That's what I'm saying. Like, Naughty Dog has the pedigree to where if they make a new IP, it's gonna sell. Like, people are gonna give it a chance at least because they have the pedigree. They've made enough good games, but them scaling back, firing 25 developers, then we might not get the multiplayer for this. That says to me, I mean, in this economy, they're not making enough money. Because, I mean, keep in mind, right? This is crazy. They laid off 25 developers. Keep in mind, Aces on Liza P. They just released a remaster of The Last of Us on PS5, and they released The Last of Us TV show, which says to me they didn't get enough sales in the remaster, and maybe not a new subscriptions on HBO to where it's like hurting the studio. They're not doing as well as we thought maybe, which is crazy to see. Like, I don't know. I'm personally tired of Naughty Dog making The Last of Us and Indiana Jones Jr. I would not be surprised if we get Indiana Jones Jr. 5, aka Uncharted 5. Because, like, if they're hurting financially where they have to lay off people, they might fuck around and play it safe. That's the reason they're quote unquote on ice with this multiplayer game. If they're not feeling confident they can make some money, they're gonna play defensively and they're gonna do something. We're either gonna get The Last of Us 3 or Uncharted 5, basically. They're gonna do something that guarantees the money. They just like Rockstar? No. Rockstar is one of the most profitable studios in the business. They're nothing like Rockstar. Rockstar is printing money hand over foot with GTA Online. And to be fair, they haven't released a new. Well, they released Red Dead Redemption 2, but they keep milking it because y'all keep paying for it. Like they're making the same game over and over. They gotta make the sequel with Nathan Drake's daughter. Right. In the future, Nathan Drake's daughter find Nathan's Drake old treasure chest and gear and becomes Nathan Drake Jr. It'd be interesting to see how this one plays out. Let me see. Let me save that one. Let's see podcast notes. Uncharted Sheila. What's this joint called? Naughty Dog Struggling. It's a good game, honestly. What matches GTA's caliber of gaming potential? GTA being a good game is debatable. I've never really been a big GTA fan. I think what GTA does is it offers a lot of bang for your buck, like a lot of variety. And if you're somebody on a tight budget, then yeah, that makes sense why you would love that game. But is it a good game mechanically? It's okay. Like GTA does a lot of things, but it doesn't do anything particularly good. If you actually sit back and think about it, like remove your bias, it doesn't do anything particularly good. Like you say, what do you mean? The shooting in it is clunky. The driving is just okay. The tennis is mid. The golfing is mid. Like everything in it is just like everything in it just kind of it passes that threshold. Role play is fire. I'm talking about mechanics. I'm not talking about like what you guys are doing with it. You guys are making your own fun at this point. I'm talking about the game. I'm not talking about what you do. Like you're talking about taking two action figures and creating your own story. I'm talking about what they made mechanically. Oh yeah, motherfuckers would be sitting in a strip club and shit. I love shootouts. Like but the point I'm trying to make is the shooting is not the best. Like you can't sit there and compare GTA shooting to something like Titanfall 2 or even Apex. That's the point I'm trying to make. There's nothing it specializes in. It just does a bunch of shit, which gives you a lot of bang for your buck. And they dress it up and you don't even really see that. That's why I've never really been a big fan of it. Yo, shout out to the black guy, Game Guru with the sub. I'm not saying GTA is bad. I'm just saying it just does a lot of things average. It's like, Grand Theft Auto, here's the way I can articulate it. Grand Theft Auto is like the buffet of video games. It's like the Golden Corral of video games. Like you don't really go to Golden Corral because you love the food. You do it because you're on a budget. All your cousins are over. You don't really feel like cooking. You know the food's gonna be okay. So like, let me just go here and get a bunch of variety, basically. But like, they don't really like why if you can afford it, why go to Golden Corral when you can go to a Brazilian steakhouse? That's the point I'm trying to make. There's space for both, but understand it is the Golden Corral of gaming. I go to Golden Corral for food because you're a fucking terrorist. That's why. Moving on. No love lost.
Howdy, hunters. Say hello to Drosera. This alien death trap has dozens of ways to kill you. But
who playing on my phone?
Right.
What the hell is this? Another looter shooter? Meh. PvP extraction game for 1 to 10 players. I'm still playing GTA Online after 10 years. Yeah, it's got legs. But like, all I'm saying is don't get it confused. People are still playing Grand Theft Auto not because it's a fun game. Y'all are still playing it because you're basically acting, you're role playing. What I was trying to say is we're arguing two different things. I'm arguing about gameplay mechanics, and you're arguing about kind of like the possibilities and like the acting portion of it, which
what do we have in front of us? We do have the Assassin's Creed Mirage collector case.
I can't wait to do
Who's
this.
copping the collector's edition?
Oh, thank you so much.
Take that!
Wow.
Oh, cool. That's a steelbook.
It was actually a design that was voted by our community.
Fans have a very good taste.
Yeah,
It's
because
just-
it was my favorite choice too. This is a deluxe version of the game. Players will also
Still case, okay, cool. Is it like an action figure with it or something?
classic 9th century music.
Bro, just
buy
show
at
what's in it.
Marathon,
It's
An
an
art
the
book.
collector's box
Okay.
because
Don't care.
Man is always protecting Basan.
Like, does this give anybody a boner? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I see this type of stuff and it does nothing for me. Like, is this type of stuff worth money? Like years down the road? He said, "Sleepy Hokage." This shit is making me sleepy.
Come back better. Oh, map of Baghdad.
map of Baghdad. Absolutely.
It's
It looks like
textured
a
too. It
movie.
feels like it's like not
Supposed to be
papyrus,
on
but like
leather and a piece of leather.
like a piece of leather.
Like the old days.
Get your non-authentic
Somebody smoking mad cigarettes, bro.
here today.
Who is that? Who is that?
Where were you hidden?
Bad cigarettes, bro. She smoked at least 3 packs of Marlboros a day. God damn.
That's a brooch of Qasim.
Qassim's brooch. The brooch is actually a very important part of, and right,
Tile.
like
Bro.
a ceramic tile from his house.
Is that all that's in the collector? It don't even come with like a figurines. You would think like a big figurine statue would be in it. That's all they come in it, like some books and some artwork. They gonna charge like $200 for that shit? I hope that's
Like that informed.
No, this way is better.
okay, man. There's something else in there.
Stunts.
Okay, there is a figurine.
Wow.
My mom reached.
Y'all copping that? How much this shit costs? Assassin's Creed collectors. Let's Google how much this shit. Assassin's Creed Mirage collector's edition. How much is it, bruh? GameStop collector's edition. $150. $150. Y'all copping that? 6 inches a mid. Whoa.
Reached out to me when she saw this.
Yeah, the game come out this week.
She saw the trailer. She was like, Does he look like you?"
It does.
And I was like, I don't know.
I hate collector's editions of games nowadays because they don't even include a copy of a game. Yeah, that shit whack as hell too. You should, if you buy the collector's edition, not only should you get all this shit, but you should get the deluxe version of the game that comes with like the season pass and the game. Like, it makes no sense why they charging so much.
Oh, Mom, I don't know if
Because the reality is, I hate to break it to y'all, it's nothing but a bunch of artwork and still cases. That's about $10 worth of products. And then they got a 6-inch figurine here, which is all plastic. Took probably about $5 to make a plastic. Maybe you want to throw extra couple dollars in there because of color. It takes, what, $12 to make. And then they mark it the fuck up and charge you $150. So at bare minimum, you could put the fucking game in there, bro.
they changed the design or
It's
tweaked it.
unbelievable.
But there are.
That's the
Less than
audience.
$5?
I say 100%.
Sheesh.
Very much. It looks like you. Oh
Yeah.
my God, yes.
They trying hard to hype this shit. Hell no. This shit should come with that this should come with the new vest in it. Or maybe this version does come with the game. This one might come with the game. But it should at least come with the vest. Y'all saw the Assassin's Creed vest? When you get stabbed in the game, you can feel it. I know that shit was 3D printed, which makes it even cheaper.
This is the city of today. Here at OCP, we do everything to make your life safer, more serene, more modern. It is time for your city to
You
evolve
buying the vest? Nah, I've never really had a desire to be stabbed.
with you. This is the city of tomorrow, Delta City.
Do you believe the commercials?
Delta City? I thought it took place in
In
Detroit.
order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. You're going to let OCP
right.
scam innocent people.
Who copping RoboCop?
Delta City, the future of old Detroit? Make up your mind.
Oh, I thought they was gonna show some gameplay. Get the fuck out of here. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 official multiplayer review. Let's do it. Prediction: this is gonna look like Modern Warfare 2. New maps. Doritos and Mountain Dew. You remember when like the multiplayer reveal was like a big deal for Call of Duty? I didn't even know this trailer dropped. Like when the multiplayer reveal for like a new Call of Duty dropped, you would know if you were on Twitter because like everybody was talking about it. I did not even know this shit dropped. Is it about to play Eminem?
as long as you feel them to the day that I.
Go ahead and mute that so I don't get a copyright strike. Matter of fact, let me play my own beat here real quick. Play my own beat. Hey, buddy. Modern Warfare 2. Can't be you hating on, bro. Eminem? I'm not hating on him. It's just funny how they always use an Eminem song in a Call of Duty trailer. Sliding its back. Bring your squad. It's not a COD trailer without him. Insert generic Eminem song. Looks like Call of Duty. Jokes aside, who's copping? Who's copping for real? Who's copping day one? Welcome to the stream, Judah. They know their audience want to hear that shit. I'm ready to make my Call of Duty 360 no scopes. Only if it has zombies. I believe it does have zombies. Cash grab. If it's on Game Pass? Nah, I don't think it's on Game Pass. It's crazy how, like, for this new game, the only thing they're promoting in the trailer is the old maps. This is so confusing. All they've shown is Modern Warfare 2 maps for Modern Warfare 3. It's a new storyline for zombies that looks kind of interesting. Okay. I did enjoy zombies. I'm kind of late to that party. Like, I'm kind of adamant about not buying this game. Like, I want to get it for free. I don't want to pay for this shit. There's too many games coming out to be paying $70 for this shit November 10th. Game gonna be 500 gigabytes, 500 million gigabytes, bruh. I mean, it looked like Call of Duty. I mean, yeah. You could tell me this is either or the last Modern Warfare 2 games, and I'd 100% believe you. Yeah, see? The year's 2023, and the best part of COD is the campaign. You know, a game is just a reskin of another game. When it comes out within a year, I've lost all faith in these games. The next Call of Duty would have to be drastically different if they want to continue the robbery. Activision needs a new IP, man. What's going over on that company? We talking about Naughty Dog. You want to talk about a company that's probably down bad? Not from a sales standpoint, but a long-term, like, bigger picture standpoint. Because Call of Duty is just, like, going downhill. Blizzard also, I mean, Activision also owns Blizzard. Overwatch is dead as fuck. They pretty much killed Diablo with that last patch, although Elon's trying to bring it back on Twitter. Like, what does Activision have right now? Like, they could really use a new IP right about now. I'm going to buy it on sale. Yeah, maybe like a Black Friday or some shit like that. Interesting. Microsoft's going to come save them. Yeah, Microsoft bought them. Activision. But, you know. Naughty Dog froze The Last of Us factions. Did that just happen? Because I just read an article that says it's on ice. I ain't seen nothing about froze. Did that just happen? What is this? Hysteria. Team Fortress 3 needs to drop. I never played Team Fortress. What am I looking at? I thought he was throwing a rocket launcher. Check the description. Hysteria is a just announced free-to-play sci-fi action multiplayer first-person shooter. So why did they do the trailer in third person if it's a first-person shooter? Whatever, dude. Who's COD for at this point? I don't know. Marvel Spider-Man 2 official TV spot is coming. Yeah, I was thinking it was gonna be a third-person shooter.
The city's being torn apart. I don't know if I'm strong enough to save it. Do I have what?
Did they purposely make him look more like... He looks more like Tom Holland now.
To save it. Do I have what it takes to protect the people I love?
Black haircut. Wait, did they change his face? Yeah, his face looks different. This is like the third face change he's had. Twitter was saying Tom Holland too, so I'm not crazy. Okay.
Never back down.
Neither will I.
You know, for a second, I thought that was Iceman. I was like, oh, I was about to say, oh shit. The fucking X-Men in this bitch? They got Iceman? I was like, oh shit.
Neither will I. This is my power.
My responsibility.
Yo.
I am Spider-Man.
Two Spider-Mans in the same universe? Yeah, it's been that way. It's been that way with the games. Thing is, like, this is their this is, you know, just one of many of the Spider-Verses. I believe the PlayStation Spider-Man showed up in Across the Spider-Verse, right? That's why there's two in this one. It's like it's a separate Spider-Man universe. Yeah, I really wish this game had co-op. It would have been cool. Multiplayer trailer from on it. Yeah, that's what we watched already. Yeah, he did. Yeah, so like it's a separate universe. It's not like the mainline Spider-Man. It's the PlayStation Spider-Man universe. Which is cool. That's cool. They can do what they want with it. He said my arms looking swollen because I beat my metal up. Not really, but let's see. Yeah, I think that's everything. Let me go to Feedly real quick. When the fuck are we getting The Last of Us multiplayer? We were just talking about it. That shit might not ever come out. Project Mugen has multiplayer, but with a twist. Let's see. Speaking of Spider-Man, anime Spider-Man, Netflix reportedly planning to raise prices after actor strike ends. That's crazy. This is the literal definition of live long enough to see yourself become the villain, man. I'm old. I'm one of the OG cord cutters before it was like a thing. I have not had cable since I was 19. I'm 33 now. And the reason being is because Netflix was so cheap. When I was 19, like Netflix was still like new in terms of the streaming space. I believe that shit was like $5 or $8 a month or something like that. And every year they would increase it by like $1 or $2. And it got to like $15 or something like that. I was like, fuck that. And I turned that shit off, bro. I became a One Piece pirate, allegedly. Yeah, it was $5. And like with inflation going on, like it just keeps getting worse and worse. They said, oh, you niggas want to get paid for your job? You actors want to get paid? We're going to fuck the consumer. Since we can't fuck you over, we're going to fuck the consumer over, bro. As reported by the Wall Street Journal, the Red and Black streaming service plans to wait until the dual Hollywood writer and actor strike ends before it increases subscription prices. The first domino has already fallen, with the WGA reaching an agreement last month. Netflix has not raised its prices since January 2022. The service currently has 3-tier standard. Yeah, like what content are you guys gonna add? Yeah, who's joining the Straw Hats? Who's joining the Straw Hats? That's crazy. Project Mugen has, let me turn my shit on. Has multiplayer, but with a twist. What's the twist? Project Mugen will mainly be regarded as a single player game. Man, I thought this was an MMO. However, the game is available for 4 online players. They're going to clarify that Project Mugen is not an MMORPG, but the highlights of the team hopes that players can enjoy the game with their friends online, just like you play, for example. Yeah. And it's music to my ears. While I can never really settle on Genshin Impact, we don't care about your opinion. Interesting. Now I'm curious to see how this game is gonna play. I don't think they're enforcing password sharing anymore. My TV lets me use my mom's again. That's cool. I got my plugs.